6, your local hometown station and the home of the Breads and Phillies, WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
It's Tuesday, June the 23rd, and we welcome you to Coffee Break here on WCYN 1400 and 101.3. Today's show is being brought to you by Printed Vinyl for You, E-Waltz Grocery, Sorrel Home Medical Equipment, Hinton Mills, Cockrell's Auto Center, and Friendly Dental Company. Now we'll say good morning to our host, Mr. Doug Miller.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Break. It is about 64 degrees out there right now. And Trent, will we be occasioned with more precipitation today, or is it going to be clear and dry and hot, or what we got on the weather?
I think we're going to have a beautiful day.
A beautiful day.
Yeah,
Okay.
mostly sunny.
Okay.
High temperature in the high 70s, might touch 80.
Yep.
So a good. We are fully into summer now.
Okay.
So that's nice. But yeah, not too hot, not too cool.
Yep.
Much better day than yesterday. I'll just give you a little rundown of what I did yesterday before we get to our guest.
What did you do yesterday?
So
You were absent
So
yesterday.
Yeah,
Yes.
dropped off Shelby to 4-H camp
Okay.
and got her going there, and then went to the L8 headquarters in Winchester.
Oh, no, I thought I had my LA shirt on. This is a Relay for Life shirt. Never mind. I'm sorry.
It is green.
They're both green.
It is green.
Did they mention that I had been there before?
For some reason, your name didn't come up.
Okay,
I don't know.
well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but so I'm go to Paris and
Yeah.
take that road. With all that rain, there were some
Trees.
not trees, but very flooded areas.
Oh, really?
So I had to do the old turn around, don't drown once.
Oh, really?
Because
Well, good.
I might have been able to make it through, but I don't have a low profile vehicle, but I don't have a big
Yeah.
a high standing vehicle. So I turned around and let it get down a little bit, and so it was a little bit of an adventure. But we're fully stocked with L81 for our summer winning contest.
go.
We'll talk about that more in the halftime
We're
show.
playing that today, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Almost.
Almost. Close, but not yet.
I'll talk
Okay.
about it. I'll talk about it with you at the halftime, but I want to talk to our guest.
You'll straighten me out. I'll tell you what, for as long as I can remember, being a lifelong denizen of Cynthiana, we've always been graced with fine dental professionals here in this town. And many of us know the fine dentists that have been and still are in town. But two very familiar names are Dr. Neil Rush and Dr. Bill Faulkner. And recently, when you come over the John Hunt Morgan Bridge, you see a big, well, it's not a billboard, but it's a sign on the side of Neil's
really
building there on South Main Street, where they're both together. And there's a sign talking about this guy named Dr. Friendly. Dr. Friendly is here.
Dr.
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Dr. Friend.
Morning.
Yeah, well, he's Dr. Friendly too, right?
Yeah, actually, most patients think my name is Friendly, but no,
Yeah.
it's Friend. No, my parents aren't hippies, and I'm from
They
Bechtel
didn't-
IV, so it's a name.
Didn't name you after a flower or a fruit or anything.
No, it was a hard junior high, I'll say that, but after that, I've grown to love the name.
Well, and of course, the gentleman's first name is Friend. The last name is Bechtel, and he is a dentist, ladies and gentlemen, and a dentist of wide-ranging capabilities. And that is what is happening here now. I'll call you Dr. Bechtel if I can today. But
That's totally fine.
First of all, explain to everybody that's wondering around here what's going on real quick, and then we'll find out more about you, where you're from, and all that. But the practice, you've got Neil and Bill together down there working with
Yeah.
you. You've bought their respective practices. Tell us all about that, okay?
I'd love to. So, in dentistry, I would say that the profession is slightly different than the rest of the healthcare field. Maybe we can equate it to a lot like primary care, where you build these relationships over a lifetime, and the goal is to see not only individuals but their kids and their kids' kids. Right? It's relational. It's a relational foundation. And so what you have in dentistry is you have a huge amount of trust. And my goal has always been, how do we take that, protect it, and transfer it? So with Dr. Bill Faulkner and Dr. Neil Rush, you have two people that have sacrificed decades to a community. And my goal has always been, how do we preserve that? So relationships with both those gentlemen has gone back many years. Dr. Faulkner, his wife, and my wife actually are good friends. They've been in the same Bible study fellowship group for many years now.
Jackie, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jackie. So I always joke that Jackie is the bridge of Dr. Faulkner and my relationship. Our wives interpret our
Yeah.
our communication and help us go, okay, this is what they're
Yeah.
actually meaning, and this is, they're the strength of our bond. Dr. Rush was my second year in dentistry. So 2018, I attended a Bluegrass Society meeting, and it was pretty open that, hey, dental school teaches a lot, gives us a great foundation, but I want a mentor. And he was one that stepped up to the plate and said, hey, I'm willing to transfer what I've learned over the last 40 years in this field towards a younger
Well,
dog.
they're both fine dentists and both fine men.
Yes.
Square one, of course, is the fine man part always. Of course, Neil came to us from Louisville. He's a Fern Creek area guy.
So we'll keep the guys that
Yeah.
bleed red, not bleed blue.
Well, yeah. I don't know where his bloodlines are sports wise. Okay, I went to Louisville School of Law, and I catch a lot of hell around here from the guy in there. A lot of it comes from, and of course, Bill Faulkner is from Greenup County.
He is.
He plays
He went to
called-
UK.
Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, I think Neil. I'm trying to. Would Neil go to dental school? Did he go to UK or U of L?
That's a great question. I'd love to
We
tell you
should
about
know.
it. my friend.
Will,
Yeah.
the text line's open, by the way. If you have any dental-related questions or questions about the practice we're talking about, as always, 859-234-1400. But no, Bill is from Greenup County, an area called Bellefonte, and he happened to graduate from high school with my wife.
crazy.
So I
That's
know
awesome.
Bill pretty well, and Jackie too, and Neil. So you bought their respective practices.
We
And
did.
it's situated now in Neil's building on South Main Street.
Yeah, it was the most straightforward option for all of us to fit.
Yeah.
So it's a growing dental family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, now Neil and Bill are still with you.
They are,
and
they
they're still
are.
working now. Tell us
Yes.
about when they're there and how long they're going to be there and all that, because people are asking that left and right.
That's a great question. So I'll kind of, history is our best predicator, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't ever predict the future, but I can tell you, so we own one other practice in Dry Ridge, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
When I bought that one from Dr. Timothy McMahon, the first one, he actually was a classmate of Dr. Bill Faulkner's. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've got photos. I've got a video. We'll have to say
yeah.
that of them dancing on their graduation. So I got a video of both of them. But Dr. Timothy McMahon, the dentist up there that was retiring, told me he'd give me 6 months. So Dr. Faulkner and Dr. Rush were similar. Hey, friend, we've given this a great run. We're here to transfer and make sure the patients know that we took a lot of time in choosing who we were going to sell our practice to. Dr. Tim McMahon is still with me 6 years later. He loves scaling back and enjoying his 1 day a week. He comes in and we have a great time.
Hard
So-
for pros to quit.
Yes, well, they're so good at what they do. It's,
Yeah.
there's still a lot of there is tricks of the trade that you learn over decades.
Well, you
and
got to love doing it, or you wouldn't do it so long.
that's very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know they didn't need to, but they did it because
Yeah.
it was a service. So
Yeah, exactly.
so all to say, I think Dr. Bill and Dr. Faulkner, they're for sure on for a year.
Okay.
And they're both decreased capacity. I think currently Dr. Rush requested Mondays and Tuesdays, and Dr. Faulkner requested Wednesdays and Thursdays. So
Okay.
when they're not traveling to see grandkiddos, that's their primary respective days.
Now, as far as the day-to-day operation of the office, I know you're there some.
Yep.
What other dental professionals, hygienists, and techs are we going to encounter there?
That's a great question. So Dr. Josh Thomas is the dentist that is there every day.
Oh, okay. So he's
yes.
there every day. Yeah.
Yes, he is there. He is a primary boots on the ground dentist. He graduated with me from dental school, and then
Where'd you go to dental school?
UK.
Oh,
I went to
okay.
UK.
There you go.
Yeah.
On U of K.
I bleed blue for dental. That's what I'd say. I'm agnostic mostly when it comes to sports, but
Yeah, but you're a convert, and we'll talk about that and where
That's
you're
very
from
true.
in a moment.
but yeah,
Go ahead.
Dr. Thomas did his time in the Army, so he is a
Oh, okay.
military
All right.
man. Yeah, so I always love to give that shout out and thank you for his service. And he has joined us recently, so he is here, and he spends a little bit of time up in Dry Ridge, but most all his time is here in Cynthiana. So
see.
he's got a beautiful wife, Leah, and 4 little beautiful girls.
Okay. Hey,
So
good start.
yeah, yeah.
And, of course, you'll have a staff there, too, of assistants, techs, hygienists. Is
Yeah,
that right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. So Brooke is a hygienist currently that's there. Connie and Laura were there when we purchased.
Oh,
Both
okay.
wonderful women. Connie has since retired. I think she, don't quote me, but I think she started with Dr. Rush
Okay.
Way back in the day. So.
You could be right about that, I believe. Yeah.
Yes. So we had a wonderful team when we purchased, and some of them are still there. Some have since transitioned on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
mostly just a retirement, right? We have a
Yeah.
when we have stepped into a practice, one of the biggest predicators of just looking at a doctor who has had an incredible amount of care and success with the team is when you see a team that has been with him 20, 30, 40 years. And
Yeah.
that's what we had here.
Yeah. Well, and the plant itself, of course, Neil's office on South Main Street, as we said, is where the practice is. But, Neil has refurbished and put a lot into that whole plant down there.
Yeah.
He incorporated the beautiful old home into it. And it's state of the art, at least I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a good plant there and
Absolutely.
equipment that you're taking over. And does Neil still have all his artifacts down there? He had a museum room with a lot of interesting things.
He still does, yes.
That's what that.
The goal has always been that front building is how do we
Yeah.
preserve the history here.
Yeah.
I love anytime someone new comes in, I've told Neil, you have to give them the good old
tour.
museum tour.
Yeah.
Because it's like he'll say, well, the Confederates fought through the building
Yeah.
here until we pushed, the
Yeah.
Yankees pushed them back over the river, and then
Yeah.
the back is more focused on dental, and that is high tech. So
Yeah.
that's where we have a lot of three-dimensional technology these days. We've invested heavily there.
Well, now, of course, as you know, that bridge is named the John Hunt Morgan Bridge, and of course, he came here to burn the town down. I tried to. I think maybe once or twice. I don't know if my history's right on that. Always kind of a little paradox in my mind. But now let's find out about you, Dr. Friend Bechtel. And you are from Idaho.
I am.
Yeah, born and raised in Idaho.
Well, I like to say I'm the Army brat. Without the Army, I'm just the brat. I moved all over the place
So
growing up.
you, one of your parents or both were in the service, I guess.
They weren't. My dad was a radiologist.
Oh,
He
really?
went he went to school when I was 4, so we traveled for his training.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
he was raised in Idaho. I was born in Idaho, spent most of my life till now Kentucky. I've actually spent more time in Kentucky now than anywhere else.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've been here since 2011.
And you're not saying ain't y'all yet, are you?
No, but my northern family says I have a southern accent, but I don't hear it.
Well, they'll notice it real quick. Well, what part of and I'm not familiar with Idaho,
Yeah.
okay, but what part of Idaho are you from? We think of, how it is in Kentucky. You think of horse races or race horses and bourbon. In Idaho, we think of potatoes.
That's very true.
Yeah.
The potato farms are big and vast. They're more southern Idaho. I was born in a small town called Moscow, where University of Idaho was. So my dad was a Vandal.
Yeah.
He swam.
Did you go to school at the University of Idaho?
I did one semester of light classes when I was in high school, and then we transferred. So
Okay, and and you swam in college.
I did. I swam for a small school here called Asbury University. That's what brought me to Kentucky.
Oh, you came to Kentucky to go to Asbury.
I did. I got recruited to swim. The coach called me, and I swam there all 4 years. And then I met my wife there, and turns out Southern belles don't leave their mamas. And so here we are 10 years later.
And where did you meet your wife? Where's she
Asbury.
from?
She is from Bardstown, Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
So bourbon industry, and
My old Kentucky home, Stephen Foster.
we got married there.
Did at Federal Hill?
At my old Kentucky home place there in Bardstown.
That's called Federal Hill.
There you go,
The
yes.
old mansion, you mean?
Yep.
You actually got married there.
We did.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Good old Kentucky wedding.
Well, you got to be a Kentuckian now, And so you went to undergraduate school at Asbury. What events did you swim in? I got a lot of respect. I want to tell you something in terms of I guess stamina. Okay.
I appreciate it.
And using every single muscle in your body. I don't know what sport equals that.
Well-
What events did you swim in college?
I swam the 2 free and the 2 back. I appreciate the respect because I still struggle to understand why I wanted to drown myself several hours a day.
Yeah.
So, hold my breath when there was so much
Yeah.
air on
Yeah.
land. I had to go stick my face in the water. So I used to tease all the track runners. You guys run around a circle, and they're like, "Well, you swim back and forth in a line. Who's more crazy?"
Yeah, and roll over and go back.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But I swam the 2 free, the 2 back, which were mid-distance ones, and I would tell you, I love hiring athletes just because they've got a work ethic.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you sure had to have one.
I
I'm
appreciate
telling
it.
you. Do you still swim? I'm stupid question.
Some,
yeah,
but
not competitively.
No, and I've got all those little kiddos. So I got a 8-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So when I'm not sleeping, I'm taking care of them.
Well, folks, do you live in Georgetown or here? Or?
Live in Georgetown.
You live in Georgetown. Okay. well, you can swim the Elkhorn.
There you go. There you go.
Dr. Friend Bechtel. He is, in fact, Dr. Friendly. And the new practice is the old practice. It's the same practice, but it's the new practice on South Main Street at the building that formerly where Dr. Neil Rush practiced, and he's now practicing there still for a while, as long as they can hold on to him, along with Dr. Bill Faulkner. A happy family, I would say. And we'll find out more. Hey, as always, text line's open, 859-234-1400. I'm going to be talking to Dr. Bechtel quite a bit about him and the practice of dentistry. But if you have any dental questions, as I say when the physicians are on the radio with me, no copay, no insurance required today. We'll be right back with quarter two right after this.
Hi, this is Josh Sorrell. Go out and make it a good day.
For years, Cynthiana has trusted two familiar names for healthy, confident smiles, Dr. Faulkner and Dr. Rush. Now they're joining forces to serve the community in an even bigger way. Introducing Friendly Dental Co., Cynthiana. Same trusted doctors, same hometown heart. Now united to bring you more care, more convenience, and the same welcoming experience you count on. Friendly Dental Co., Cynthiana. The team and care you've grown to love and trust. True roots run deep. Together, stronger than ever.
24/7, I crave the 8, 'cause the ale never fails. I can't wait to pop a top on one, so don't hesitate. You gotta go full throttle for the green glass bottle. Pop a top on fun. Grab an ale 8-1. Gotta grab the one. Drink an ale 8-1. Pop a top on fun. Grab an ale 8-1. Gotta grab the one.
Looking to make your big celebration unforgettable? Or maybe you're a crafting pro, ready to create something amazing. At Printed Vinyl for You, we're here to bring your ideas to life. From custom gifts that wowed at birthdays, anniversaries, and graduations, to a crafter's paradise packed with heat transfer vinyl, blank shirts, sublimation supplies, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you create it. Come visit us at 137 East Pike Street in Cynthiana. Printed Vinyl for You, where creativity comes to life.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming coffee break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the coffee break page on our website at WCYN.com.
And you're back with us, second quarter of Coffee Break. Dr. Friend Bechtel, a dentist, and he's Dr. Friendly. The new practice is the old practice, as I say, at the offices formerly of Neil Rush on South Main Street in Cynthiana. Neil's still there, Bill's still there, Bill Faulkner, and they'll be there, as we say, as long as you can hold on to them.
Exactly.
They're committed for a year.
Yes, sir.
And it's my pleasure really to introduce you to our community, Dr. Bechtel. And
I really appreciate it.
now, your patients, do they call you Dr. Friendly, or Dr. Bechtel?
All the time it's Dr. Friendly.
Dr. Friendly. There you
Yeah.
go. Well, when you were starting two dental offices and you wanted to come up with a brand or a name, logo, your first name was a good place to start, right?
Yeah, that was something that we
Why
kind
did-
of sat down as a team, and I really didn't want to do it, and they unanimously were like, we like a friendly dental practice. We like just the mantra around that, and
Well,
your
you-
name just so happens to be Friend.
And painless. No.
Well, we work hard. We work hard to make dentistry painless.
There's certain things in life, and I think human beings are just born scared of snakes, spiders, and dentists.
There's a lot of psychology and truth to it.
But we'll talk more about that. But, I was talking about the nature of when we were off air a moment ago. As you can tell by looking at me, I'm a little bit older than you. I remember when I first went to the dentist as a kid and really up into my later years, I still had the belt-driven tools and drills and instruments and stuff. past that now.
Yeah, those look like straight up torture devices, in my opinion.
You've never used a belt-driven device,
I
you?
have twice.
Oh, have you really?
Yes.
How'd
Well,
you-
we have one in the Museum of Artifacts in Dr. Rush's office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're incredible. They're incredible, but they don't look pleasant.
We
Let's
have an
just put
old
it that way.
operatory. I don't know if you ever, there was a dentist here for a number of years. He's passed away now, Dr. Roy Ross, and I think they have his old operatory over in the museum over here if you want to see
Really?
one. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Got the old porcelain bowl, the spit bowl.
I have a good friend in.
I miss the spit bowl. Now they have
Yeah.
the suction devices, you
I
know,
know.
but I always like to spit. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say I have a
You're in
good
the
friend
country.
in Dr. Newsbacher at UK. He is fascinated with old dental instruments. So he has
Oh, yeah?
old- he has a museum himself in his house.
Yeah.
And just
Well, some of them are right draconian, to tell you the
they
truth.
are, yeah. Yeah, the dentist loves to put them in the office because they're fascinated. And I'm like, I don't think any patient wants to see one of them.
You know, dental practice has just, you know, and medicine in general, okay? But the dental aspect of it, you know, you think about good night, not much more than 120, 150 years ago, you went to a barber
Yeah.
for dental work. And he would
That's where
cut-
that candy cane strike came from.
Is that why that?
Yeah, the red's there because they pulled teeth.
Really? I didn't
Yep.
know that. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
It was wild.
Yeah. But then it became a science and a discipline and a profession. But, and, you know, and people, you know, I always ask doctors these questions, but
Yeah.
to become, you know, any kind of a medical professional, there's quite a commitment, if you will, to education and training. And, of course, you got a bachelor's degree at Asbury, is that right?
I did, yes, sir.
And then you matriculated to the University of Kentucky School of Dentistry, but you just don't walk in and say, I want to be a dentist. You got to go through the admissions process and all that.
Yeah.
Talk about what it takes education and training-wise to become a dentist.
That's a great question. So, I am your non-traditional student. I had a career before I went to dental.
What was that?
I
Other
had
than
a-
swimming.
Yeah, I had a construction group. So my
Really?
brother was a master framer, and I did interior remodeling. Yeah, so I did that to put myself through college, and then I did it after.
Folks, by the way, he still looks like he can do the swimming thing and carry a bundle of shingles, but go ahead.
I appreciate it. Well, I was carrying bundles of shingles a couple days ago. So I love to work with my hands. So you'll never find me doing something that doesn't include that. But dental wise, it was new to me. So I had to kind of brave and blaze that trail for the family. I actually have a brother who's an oral surgeon, a sister who's a dentist, and a cousin now that's a dentist. So
You didn't have a chance.
well, we all did it together. We're all within a couple of years of each other. But so for dental, what a lot of people don't understand is the competitiveness to
Yeah.
get into that program. So when I applied to UK, there were 2,800 applicants for, I believe it was 65 spots. And so that breakdown is all mathematical, half to female, half to male. And then they choose specifically a certain amount that are state, local residents, and then others that are out of state. But
you can have the numbers to get in and still not get in.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
which is actually really cool because you'll have what we've learned in medicine is that you'll have these brainiacs, these intellects, which is needed, but they also need to have a bedside manner.
Yeah.
You have to be able to communicate with patients, especially in dental. You
Oh,
made a good
goodness.
comment of
Yeah.
most people are very fearful of the dentist, and it's for good reason. With evolution and development, no matter where you stand on that stance, the mouth historically for the last several thousand years has been the only way we survived. So if you do anything to damage that or pain in that area or put a stranger near that area, psychologically it can be traumatic. So there's
Well,
a
in
lot.
pain, the most common human symptom, the parts of your mouth,
They only read one thing: pain.
right?
Yeah.
They're very. It's one of the more sensitive parts of our body.
Well,
really.
and psychologically, it's exponentially. Your body
Yeah.
turns up the dial on that because it doesn't
Yeah.
want you to do anything to jeopardize the ability to intake food.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point.
A lot of people, what is it? The old trick: you hold their nose to, so they'll finally open their mouth.
There you go. Well, yeah, so dental is a 4-year degree, and then there's residency programs and specialties on top of that. But what I tell everyone is, if you ever are done learning, you need to stop that profession. You're always learning.
You're on the computer at least 4 or 5 times a week, just catching up, aren't you?
Daily. So I work really hard. I'm pursuing a specialist certification in implantology. So I travel to Chicago 4 days a month. I did that for a year.
Yeah.
I'm always learning and vehemently believe that, as you said, technology's changed so fast. We need to stay at the forefront of our field.
Yeah.
So just always training, always learning, always trying to do things to take care of our patients more.
Now, as far as the range of practice for you personally, And we have dentists, and then we have oral surgeons, and,
Yeah.
and on down the line, and there's offshoots, orthodontists, and what have you,
Absolutely.
periodontists.
Yep.
But there's gray areas in there where you kind of overlap in the procedures and things that you can do for us, okay?
Yeah.
And we were talking off air a moment ago. A lot of times if we have a bad wisdom tooth impacted or something that's laying sideways or whatever, we will be referred to an oral surgeon or something like that. You do surgeries to some extent, don't you?
Yes, sir. So
Talk about that and just the range of what you're let's find out what he's capable of.
that's a great question. So let me start this way. So I never want to disrespect specialty work. Oral surgeons, when I took 4 to 6 years to train what I did, they took another 4 to 6 years on top of that.
Yeah.
An oral surgeon is the top of their field. They can rebuild the face from gunshot wounds. My brother's an oral surgeon. The stuff I've seen him do is incredible. They can take grafts from the leg and rebuild the jaw. I've seen him put...
You're looking at a rebuilt jaw.
Am I? Well, I mean, they can put the eyes back in their sockets, rebuild. It's incredible what they can do, right? Readjust skeleton three-dimensionally, this full skull. They are true medical surgeons and have all those rights and capabilities. Teeth, wisdom teeth are kind of
discipline, maxillofacial surgeon.
That's an oral surgeon. Same thing. OMFS, oral maxillofacial surgeon.
I was in a car wreck, what I was talking about.
Got it.
A long time ago.
Yes.
And I had one of those guys put me back together.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
Well, so what I'd say is they can do so much more than I will ever be able to do, and to have people that back me up that are OMFS is absolutely essential.
Yeah.
Now I'm always very forward with patients. I'm a general dentist who does oral surgery.
Yeah.
So I'd say I take out about 95+% of all wisdom teeth that I see come through the practices.
And that's unusual.
Yes, it is. Now you have to be clear.
No, I'm not saying that it's not bad or good. It's just you're able to do that.
Well, I've taken a lot of training after school. I've spent more than the cost of dental school in more surgical training after, just to get better and better at a field that I find passionate. So with a larger group, so there are 8 dentists that work together at these 2 practices. None of us are specialists, but what we have done is really focus our time and effort on different parts of dentistry with the focus of we're all rural focused. We're all lived, born, raised in rural areas of Kentucky or Idaho. I was in a small mining town. And the reality is a lot of times smaller communities can't support a specialist. And
true.
Right? And so, and a lot of times those patients really don't want to travel. And so what I always tell patients is, hey, this is what I do, and I'm very forward. This is, you are a complex case or you're not. And I've done thousands like yours or more complex. If you feel more comfortable seeing a specialist, I have 2 that I love, one in Georgetown, one north of Dry Ridge, and I will send you north. I always say, do you live north or south of here? Because I'll send you north or I'll send you south. So they're always there. We always make it available and aware to patients, and we find that most are very much more comfortable to stay in the practice they know, seeing the doctors they know. So I take out wisdom teeth, I do grafts, I do implants, I sedate. We try to do whatever we can to take care of patients. If it's a very medically complex patient, I bring in an anesthetist to sedate. Yeah. So when we're talking very unhealthy patients, we still do it. I'm currently working with Dr. Faulkner to get hospital rights at the hospital here in Cynthiana for special needs patients that need another level of care. But the goal has always been, how do we take, True Roots run deep. We have a community here. We have a family here. How do we take and make sure that we can offer a service that historically hasn't been able to be offered in a local community?
And dentistry, like every other profession, including the legal profession, marketing is big, advertising is big now. And you see a lot of advertisements for dentists. I can't think of the words where they put you under for everything.
Yeah, sedation.
Sedation dentistry, you have that capability then.
Yes, sir, I do. Yeah. So a little dental or a little education for all patients is the sedation is, and I tell this, it's probably politically incorrect or not correct, but I tell patients, I'm like, sedation's like drinking, right? A little bit of a sedation med is like taking a Halcyon or, right? And a lot is like drinking way too many, you don't remember half the night, right?
Well, they used to use the so-called laughing gas.
We still use it. We use it all the time.
Too?
Yeah, so laughing gas would be like taking a Halcyon. It just takes the edge off.
And I guess a technical question from your side of the chair, I would think it would be more difficult to do meticulous work on someone if they were out of it. You know what I'm saying?
No, opposite.
When
people don't want to be sedated, I'm like, well, I'm not cutting you a deal. I'd rather you be asleep. One less thing to manage. And
you say you're even in school now. Was the implantation? Did you say?
Implantologist, implant surgery. Yes,
Yeah,
implant surgery.
I want to talk about that. That's a new ways of doing that, and
very true.
That's very, very popular. Another thing you see advertised a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is Dr. Friend Bechtel, and hey, he is in fact Dr. Friendly, and that's the practice. It is now at the site formerly of the practice of Neil Rush, and he has bought the practices of Neil and Bill Faulkner, and hey, it continues and will continue with you and the doctor. By the way, as always, text line 859-234-1400. We stunned him this morning, doctor. No, if you have a dental question or concern, as I say, the doctor is in. We'll be right back. Halftime on Coffee Break. Put your seatbelt on, doctor. This is really getting exciting at halftime around here. Yeah.
Love it.
The team at Hinton Mills loves our dogs and yours. Each June, we take time out to celebrate this important part of your family. Save $2 per bag all month long on Diamond, Diamond Naturals, Taste of the Wild, Joy, and Value Pack brand dog foods. For over 100 years, Hinton Mills has been the name you've trusted for animal nutrition. And you can trust us to provide the highest quality products for your dogs, too. Save all this month on food for your lap dog, show dog, or farm dog at all 6 Hinton Mills locations.
Free parking? Yeah, right.
Dad, I got a drink.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What?
Sunscreen's free too.
Yeah, right.
This was the best day ever.
Yeah, you're right.
At Holiday World and Splash and Safari, sure, there are a lot of free things. And somehow, that's not even the best part. See it for yourself at holidayworld.com.
Come and listen to my story about the boys named Clough. They grew up fast, they grew up tough. Then one day Harm said to his heirs, it's time to take over the little store at Lair. Ewalt's Grocery, that is. Carhartt coats, pocket tees. Well, the next thing you know, there's clothes everywhere. The kinfolk said, sell boots, we'll buy a pair. Ewalt's for all the family, 'cause they loaded up the store with everything you need. Clothing, that is. Carhartt, Mossy Oak. For the best selection of Carhartt clothes, there is no doubt. It's Ewalt's Grocery on 27 South, just past the fairground at the bottom of the hill. Tell them I sent you and get a good deal. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to the boys out at Lair. They'd like to thank you folks for kindly shopping there. You're all invited back at any time you know, just to hear them say, have a good one, bro. Ewalt's. Set a spell. Try some boots on. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Ewalt's Grocery at Lair Station has the biggest names in footwear. Carhartt, Georgia, Muck, Timberland, John Deere, and Irish Setter.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming Coffee Break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the Coffee Break page on our website at WCYN.com.
Dr. Friend Bechtel, Dr. Friendly, the dentist. We're talking more about that practice. As I say, a new practice, but yet an old practice in town, and continuation of good, fine professional dental care for us. City Buzz Magazine time is 8:33 a.m. And hey, right there on the front, get ready, folks. The 250th anniversary, 4th of July, Flat Run Veterans Park. Hey, thanks to the Rotary Club, another big show going on there. Want to thank the Main Cup right there beside the Presbyterian Church on Main Street for the Nate's Coffee. Go get you a bag of that stuff. It's good. That's what we have here on Coffee Break. Hey, they'll give you breakfast and lunch down there, too. Check that out. And now
Yes.
I'm going to call upon Trent to properly and adequately orient us to Summer of Winning 26.
So I don't want to take up too much of our guest time, but we just got it kicked off this week, and our first couple of days more of just announcing it, getting it out there. So if you're familiar with our promotion, Summer of Winning, you can go to any of our locations, drop your name and phone number off in one of the boxes, and you have a chance to win a daily prize package. That daily prize package includes a six-pack of Elliott One, a jar of Elliott One salsa, $10 to Snappy Tomato Pizza, and not yet, working on them, a WCYN T-shirt. But since I don't have those T-shirts ready, this week we're going to make a winner tomorrow with, Hardee's, Thursday at Ewalt's Grocery, and Fridays at Smith's in Paris and El Pericoton in the Harrison Square. Now, each one of those winners will receive the prize package and a family 4-pack to Kentucky Kingdom for being an early bird. So usually after this week, we're going to do one winner of the Kentucky Kingdom tickets per week. But this week, we're going to do 4.
Okay.
And then starting next week, we'll have a winner each and every day. Monday from Snappy Tomato, Tuesday from Printed Vinyl for You, Wednesday Hardee's, Thursdays Ewalt's Grocery, Fridays Smith's, and El Precated.
Now, Dr. Bechtel, I do things to computers.
Oh,
I don't
gosh.
know what it is. It's my
Okay.
aura.
I'll be in there in just a second.
No. Well, wait. Do we have a text?
Yes.
I'll ask
read
you.
it?
Yeah, read the text to the doctor there. We have a text, folks.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Hold on. Trent is. There we go.
Are the implants for full dentures a good choice? It's advertised like you can snap them in and out.
That's a great question.
There you go.
It's a can of worms, too.
Okay.
Well, open the can.
Fire away.
Yeah. So you have implants for single teeth. You have implants that hold a denture in. And you have implants that what's called an all-on-X or fixed teeth. So all are an amazing option in their right situation. If you're just missing one tooth, a single implant's awesome. If you're missing a couple teeth, those can also be awesome. They're very expensive. Implants can be anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a piece for all parts, pieces, surgeries, etc. What I always tell patients is a good rule of thumb should be $3,000 to $5,000 for an implant.
Thank you for talking money. I appreciate that.
Well,
so
yeah,
does our audience,
it drives me nuts. And now I can't ever promise exactly what it's going to be for one person until we get in there. It gets complex. But that should be a good rule of thumb. If it's far more than that, I always say, hey, things should pass your sniff test, right?
Yeah.
Crown should be $1,000 to $1,200. Mm-hmm. A implant should be $3,000 to $5,000. So if it's way less than that, hit the pause button because either there's a mistake or maybe they're missing something, or you might want to look somewhere else. If it's more than that, then same thing goes there. So, in the mouth, you always want to be able to chew on your back teeth. I call them cow teeth. My team hates it. They're like, hey, friend, let's use the official terms. And I didn't come from dental, so I still think like a non-dentist is what I like to say. Like I understand that dentistry is foreign. So you want to chew on the first molar. Okay, if you can't chew that far back, that's a cornerstone of the house. If you take the cornerstone out, it might look beautiful, but over time, over decades, things start to collapse, break, and fall apart. So if you're needing one implant, and that's what you need to get back to what we call first molar occlusion, chewing on the first molars, then do it. Dentures are a option that unfortunately
I was going to ask you, is that still even a thing? Because given that as opposed to the implants.
Well, so what, unfortunately, and there's a lot of ways we can take this, dentistry the reimbursement from insurance has not changed. And I think, for example, I don't want to call it any major ones, but if there was an insurance that was difficult, I wouldn't say Delta Dental, but maybe I would. They haven't increased their reimbursement rates for almost 60 years. And you know how much money is inflated in 60 years.
60 years, yeah.
Yeah, so all to say, you really don't get much help in dental where it should be in healthcare. I like to say insurance really likes to help take teeth out, but they don't like to help put them back.
For some reason, dental insurance is always an add-on, if you will.
You have to think about it like a coupon. It is not insurance. It's a coupon.
Yeah.
So, for example, when you get medical help, you have a deductible, and then insurance covers the rest, right?
Yeah.
With dental insurance, it's flip-flopped. They compress and help you. They give you a coupon on the first, let's say, 2 things, and then they wash their hands for the rest.
Well, that's And the thing about it is, your mouth and your dental health is so much to do with your overall health.
Well, remember, I didn't come from dental, so this was all new to me. I remember going to dental school going, what are they going to teach me for 4 years?
Yeah.
I think I got this in 6 months, and 6 months rolled around, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need 10 more years.
Yeah.
So, but back to the question. So implants, so a denture, and this is, I'm going to try to stay out of the nerdy stuff, but a denture, statistically, you can chew 1 in 5 foods. That's it. So if you think, 17% chewing capacity on a standard upper and lower.
And not
denture.
to help a trade name, but you got to use the polygrip and all that.
You have to, yes.
And,
the
super
top
glue
one,
or whatever.
Yeah, the top one normally will stick in there just fine. People don't complain about it.
Yeah.
You'll see half the people that get a lower made don't wear it. They leave it at home. If you're listening to this and that's who you are, know that one, that doesn't have to be the way it is, and that is totally normal. If you get implants in the bottom just to hold the lower one in, satisfaction and capabilities go up to 6 out of 10. So every other food You can chew now. So corn on the cob is a possibility, again, potentially. Chewing medium rare steak is totally a possibility. And you'll always have outliers out there.
Well, I mean, as far as replacing teeth, okay, the implant is the closest thing to having your teeth back. It would seem to me.
It is.
Now, you're looking at a guy that's got, like, when I smile, you see some great bridge work.
Yeah.
Top and bottom.
Bridges are amazing.
Yes, and that's how I was fixed. But, I mean, when it comes to replacing a tooth or teeth, you've got dentures. You've got do they still do the old partial plate thing? You know,
we do.
That was aggravating, I would think, for people.
So it goes a lot into treatment philosophy. So unfortunately, unfortunately, in my opinion, a lot of dental is driven by finances, right?
Yes.
What I try to do, and with our offices, how we all of us doctors sit down and calibrate is we want it to be a zero pressure environment. That's always a goal. If you come to our offices, generally our offices, there's 2. That's it. We're not a big group. We're just a lot of dentists that hate to work alone, so we work together. But the focus is,
it's good to have another professional say, "Hey, what about this? Let's talk about." That's cool, really.
We all focus. We have ones that are phenomenal at endodontics. We have ones that are more helpful. We all can do bread and butter dentistry, crowns and bridges, but some have focused more on other things in dental. So, but we hold each other accountable. Nobody's perfect. There's, unfortunately, all of us. There's every once in a while there'll be something that gets out the door that we missed. And the beauty of having a routine and consistent patient care is we will never settle for something less than perfection. Yeah. So if we ever catch it, we will always redo it. We will always make it perfect. So we can hold each other accountable. We can also bounce those ideas off each other. So I'm sorry, I get off on these tangents. Dentistry and implants.
I've turned you loose. Continue.
Yeah. So if it were up to me, I would never offer a denture without lower implants. To me, that is the biggest bang for buck. The biggest driver for quality of life is a lower one that snaps in. Now, the last option is all-on-X is what we call it, where implants are used to mount teeth in there. They don't come out again. It's incredible. They're amazing. We just have to always be careful that is the last option. Once that's done, there can be revisions done there, but there is no going back. So I do those. I have done many of them. I just did one on Thursday. But it is generally, in my opinion, should be the last resort. So we live in a society these days that loves immediate gratification, myself included, right? But what we have to remember is that sometimes, I always joke with my patients, I say, it's what my wife told me on our first date when I asked for her phone number. Good things come to those who wait. If you can be patient and stick along the journey with me, we can get you the results you want without going so extreme so fast.
Yeah.
So, but all to say, implants are incredible. They are like teeth. If it's a single tooth, most people don't even notice it's in there, and it's back to working. It is very important to realize and understand everything man does fails, right? Nothing. I always joke, you get your first 2 sets of teeth for free, and after that, it's going to cost you, and it don't last for forever. So the more conservative approach we can do, the more protective and preventative work we can do, the far better for you, right?
I'm thinking, and you correct me in a heartbeat if I'm wrong about anything I say, but as far as disease or something that you have to treat, if you will, caries, the cavity is what you see as much or more than anything else. And we may have to go into the fourth quarter here, but I was going to ask you in that realm, what do you see that we human being creatures do or don't do that is directly related to the onset of that? And other things that we do or don't do that is compromises. We bite on ice too much, don't we?
That actually, I would love to tell you that's a horrible thing, and it can cause problems. It's very rare, though. I'd say, with the thousands of patients we see a year, I can count probably on one hand someone who had a trauma and a problem due to ice. But would love to unpack with you both what causes cavities, because they shouldn't be normal. And 2, whether you see us or not, my heart is just that patients are educated. So we break things down in a very digestible format in the office, because what I tell every patient I see and what our docs talk about is that patient is the captain of the ship. We are just the wind in the sails, meaning my goal, and again, it's not how I should say it. I get reprimanded from my team all the time. I'm very direct.
That's an appreciation I have for
Well,
that.
yes,
yeah,
but
you
in
know.
our day and society, I do need a softer tone. My wife.
But you
and
tell it like it is.
I do. And
I'm
I
sorry,
need,
but you're going to lose this tooth.
Well, yes, but I need to say it kinder. So, but what I tell patients is, I don't care whether you do it or not. I'll go home and sleep like a baby if I know I communicated what is important, what isn't.
Yeah.
But if I feel I didn't communicate it, I'm going to be finding your phone number and calling you at 8 at night going, I'm so sorry, I missed X. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, we're going into the fourth quarter, but when we come back, if you would address some of the do's and don'ts.
Absolutely.
And, there's all kinds of products. Every toothpaste that's out there says it'll prevent cavities, Give us some guidance on that. And then also, Doctor, I'd like for you to address, you're a younger dentist, and there's always new wave with youth, okay?
Yeah.
And, talk a little bit about your philosophy, if you will, or the philosophy of Dr. Friendly, the practice. Hey, as always, text lines open, 859-234-1400. If you have a question, comment, or greeting for our guest, Dr. Beckville. He is, in fact, Dr. Friendly. And if we get a text, Trent will read it, because I've done something to this. I can't cuss on the radio, so I'll just say to this nice computer. We'll be right back. 4:45 after this.
Recovering from the trauma of a car accident is stressful enough. Finding a good repair shop shouldn't make it worse. Cockrell's Auto Center on US 27 South has been at the same location since July 1981. And with 10 technicians, you will get your repair work done right the first time in a timely manner. So take the anxiety of repair off your shoulders and allow Cockrell's Auto Center certified technicians to return your vehicle to its original condition. Cockrell's Auto Center, locally owned and operated since 1981.
The Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority partners with Kentucky colleges and universities to help you navigate federal student loan repayment at no cost to you. If you haven't resumed student loan payments or arranged a deferment or forbearance, it's time to act. Visit studentaid.gov to explore repayment options that fit your budget. Log in at studentaid.gov, go to My Aid, and get their contact info. While you're there, update your profile and make sure your loans are in good standing. Also, create an online account with your servicer to stay current. This message is brought to you by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Anyone diagnosed with cancer knows that the road ahead can be long and inconvenient. Traveling great distances for treatment can add to the stress of fighting the cancer itself. At Harrison Memorial Hospital, we set out to change all that. We offer experienced full-time hematologist-oncologist Dr. Michael Horn, closer to home in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Dr. Horn has practiced for more than 20 years in the Bluegrass. He's joined by our oncology nurses, specially trained in administering chemotherapy. We offer a chemotherapy and infusion therapy suite, making travel easier on our patients so they can focus on recovery and remission. We're a member of the UK Marquis Cancer Center Affiliate Network, allowing us to diagnose and treat locally while having access to all the cutting-edge research UK has to offer. Let Harrison Memorial Hospital help you fight cancer closer to home. Call us at 859-298-2889.
If you have a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming coffee break program, call 234-1400 or send us a message at the coffee break page on our website at WCYN.com.
And hey, coffee break this morning, fourth quarter, talking about, I say the old, but the new, maybe rebranded dental practice here in Cynthiana, the practices of Dr. Neil Rush and Dr. Bill Faulkner.
And yes, he does have another text.
It's now Dr.
I don't know what you did to that computer, but
well, it's maybe I did cuss it under my breath and it took offense. But before you read the text,
Sure.
I have to ask you.
Yeah.
Now, when you were doing competitive swimming in college, I know you from the events you mentioned you do the crawl. Did you ever do the butterfly like Mark Spitz?
Oh, I did.
That seems
but
to
I
be
was
the
never
hardest athletic move.
I think a better example would be Michael Phelps.
Well, I'm old school.
Both of them are
Yeah.
beautiful freaks of nature.
Yeah.
No, I did it, and it hurt so bad I begged not to do it again.
That's difficult.
I like to
It is.
crawl, not fly.
You see, he went with a much younger
Michael Phelps,
Or the most decorated Olympian ever.
This is
Yeah,
he
but you
does have a lot of
see,
medals.
when I was in college, all the girls' dormitories were adorned with the famous Mark Spitz poster with the medals around his neck. If you've
go.
never seen that,
Oh,
you'll
yeah, I
find
know
it,
him
yeah.
well.
Okay, Trent.
Tom Yeager was my coach growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he held the world record for the 50 free.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, so he's my coach back in Idaho.
You seen
Very
some tall
cool.
timber. I assume you swam in high school then.
I did. My dad's still on the record board for U of I, so I had.
So
to
your dad
follow.
was a swimmer too?
He was a swimmer and a track runner for University of
Yeah.
Idaho, so I had to follow in his steps.
Go Vandals.
Definite fill them. Yes, sir.
The Vandals. There you go.
Vandals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And go ahead, Trent. We got a text there.
Yeah, just a simple one here. It says, what's your thoughts on teeth whitening products that are over the counter, good or bad?
Oh, that's a great question. They are, so there's two different brands of, not brands, categories of whitening. You got abrasives and you got chemical, not additives, but chemical reactions. So your chemical reactions would be any derivatives of oxides, carbamide peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, right? If you're using a whitening with those, that's totally fine. So a common misconception, I'm sure if you've done it, you've got sensitivity. That's totally fine, does not hurt the nerves of the teeth. If you can deal it with the sensitivity, knock your socks off, totally fine. You have to be really careful for abrasives. So you have two things, intrinsic inside the tooth stain and extrinsic outside the tooth. Outside would be chew, tobacco, coffee, just extrinsic stains on the tooth. Abrasives take those off, but you're also taking off the outside layer of your teeth. So marketing is a beautiful and a horrible thing these days, right? A lot of us, soapbox moment, are learning our medical and dental and political education off of TikTok and Instagram and these items where people can just put stuff out and all of a sudden 50 million people have watched the view and now somehow that's become peer-reviewed evidence-based research, right? So
very scientific.
I know. You want to believe, you can find something anywhere to support what you want to believe.
Yeah.
Charcoal is horrible for your teeth if you're using it consistently, right? Anything that's abrasive. So if it has pumice in it, be very careful.
Well, I was going to say, most of these toothpaste that, advertise abrasive is pumice. Is what
you got to be.
What's in lava soap.
Yeah, you got to. We use pumice in the dental office, and it's okay. It's okay to use, but it really wears down the teeth. So you got to be careful how often it's getting used. If you have it and you can tell it's on the outside of your teeth, this stain, and you want to use a toothpaste with some pumice in it, okay, that's fine. But it better not be what you're using consistently.
If
right?
you have a prophylaxis or get your teeth cleaned,
Yes.
as we say on the street, routinely, I think every 6 months or so is what you recommend.
Depends,
isn't that right?
yes. On a healthy mouse, it can be more frequent if there's issues.
Right,
but
if
yes.
you got gum disease or something. But if you do that and you're otherwise healthy, doesn't that pretty much, outside of brushing your teeth with a normal good toothpaste, you shouldn't have these other problems, should you? I mean, or unless you just smoke and drink coffee all the time.
So coffee's slightly acidic and will stain, but not big problems, right? The key is to keep away from caries or cavities. So,
that's what we were talking about earlier.
Cavities should not be normal. They really shouldn't be. A dentist, we should be, in my opinion, we should be there to solve congenital deformities and trauma, right? If we could educate patients better and we all use a little bit more self-discipline and self-control, myself included, ice cream is my complete guilty pleasure. I eat it like it's candy.
Well, we'll be in the same hell over that.
There you go. But cavities, all it is bacteria in your mouth that you'll never get rid of. Take sugar, make acid, and when it sits on your teeth, it dissolves out some of the ions in your tooth. And when you don't brush it off, then you eat more stuff with sugar. They make more acid and they dissolve in a little farther. So all a cavity is bacteria making sugar or taking sugar to make acid. Yeah. So yeah, it's really, really basic. If you had zero sugar in your diet, meaning zero sugar, zero simple sugars and carbs, you wouldn't have a cavity. I've done hospital work before where we had special needs patients, adult patients, where mom couldn't brush, right? They're bigger than mom, and you can't control that, but she could control their diet. And we go in and things were gross. We'd chisel off all the stone built up from bacteria in their saliva, and there wouldn't be a single cavity on their tooth.
Really?
Yeah, and they hadn't brushed their teeth in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not saying you can't brush your teeth. You need to brush them at least once a day, ideally twice, so you catch places you didn't hit the first time. But cavities are a byproduct of just bad diet and poor hygiene.
Soft toothbrush or
ultra soft. Always.
Some of them are just like
yes.
Brillo
Again,
pads.
it's marketing. It's marketing. They give you options so that you think that there's a better and a worse. So ultra soft toothbrush always doesn't matter who you are.
Soft as you can get it.
Soft as you can get it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you don't need toothpaste. It makes your breath smell good, and it has a little fluoride in it that's
You
cute.
used to use baking soda.
Yeah, I need to go back.
Folks did.
Yeah, I need to go back and see if it's abrasive. That's the only thing I would
it could
caution
be.
you
I
on.
don't know what.
Yeah. So, toothpaste is great. I use it, but there isn't a better or a worse one specifically for keeping your teeth clean. There are ones for high sensitive when people are really sensitive. Sensitine's really helpful there.
Yeah.
And there's ones with a little whitening. But in office, out of office, whitening options are both great.
Yeah.
I personally use the in office because I don't have self control to do the strips that you got to put on morning, night for months. You can get the same effect in a few hours in a dental office, and so. Neither one is better or worse. One just takes a lot more discipline, of which I do not have. So I'm doing the in-office because it's one and done, and you're ready to rock and roll.
You know, I think I told you off air until a year or so ago I was a state prosecutor, okay? And, you know, there's a big forensic side to dental and dentistry. And, you know, one way that they forever identified people's fingerprints, the theory being, and I think it's a solid theory, that there's no two fingerprints that are exactly alike. And as you well know, identification is made from dental records.
Yep.
And everybody has a different occlusion and a different alignment.
Yep.
Are all human beings different that way? Or is alignment and occlusion in our mouth of our teeth as unique and different in each individual as fingerprints?
Yes, and I would say, and now I'm no forensic analyst, right?
But you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
if somebody's had an impression in the past or whatever, or
no
X-rays,
no one, anything will fit someone else the same. Everything needs to be customized. Even the tooth itself, if there's a small cavity, a new crown that has to be made, it's got to be completely customized.
Well, and you're getting to what I was saying. There's no one size fits all for crowns and dental appliances, is there?
No, we have. So you have no one size fits all. You have everybody is unique and individual, and what we try to do is, or what I think should be done, in my opinion, is simplify it. Make it just basic, easy to understand, and then leave the complexities to the dentist to make it seem like it's not a one-size-fits-all, but normal. You can come in and you understand, you can comprehend what's going on.
If you've got a kid and it's adolescent, you know, they've got their permanent teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, you know, every parent says, well, if you lose your baby teeth, no big deal. But when the permanent teeth come in, we want them to be pretty and straight and healthy.
Yeah.
And kids go out here, they get in a bicycle wreck or something and come in with a tooth maybe sticking out at a 5-degree angle or something where you can just take it and move it. First aid care to preserve that tooth so that it doesn't die. What's the best thing to do that? I know get them to a dentist too, but before if it's a Sunday or something, you know, how do you take care of a tooth that's really compromised from a trauma?
Well, it depends on if it's an adult or primary. Primary, if they're evulsed, meaning they fall out, just leave them out always.
Yeah.
If it's an adult tooth, if you can rinse it off quickly, put it back in, try and reimplant it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't do that, then put it in milk.
Put it in milk and bring it to you?
Yep.
You're going to put it back in and hopefully...
That's a great question.
You'll see what we can do.
Generally, I'll be honest. If they've ever been evulsed, the patients put them back in.
Yeah.
If they're out, they're generally in so many pieces, I don't want to put them back in. So. Yeah. But I had a young kid get hit in the face with a golf club a couple weeks ago, and that's the beauty of specialists. Is when you have kids. It gets really complex really fast because you're looking at protecting the teeth growing, protecting the space of what they need in their development. And that is somewhere where I handled all that case, but I had 3 different pediatric dentists that one I called, had them help me establish and get just a baseline care on this patient. And then I was the one that came in on the weekend, and then we were able to get them into pediatrics just to see and get that additional specialist care.
Another kid question, if you don't mind. Your kids getting older, got their permanent teeth in, the occlusion's bad smile, all that. You're thinking of braces, orthodontist, and then they got these new things that are temporary, where they call them streamline or something like that. What age should you get the kid to the orthodontist?
As soon as their permanent dentition's in, so 12 years old.
And you can tell us as a dentist whether or not those teeth are coming in straight at that time.
Like you said, some things are crazy custom, but...
It has been a pleasure to meet you, sir. Don't be a stranger to Coffee Break. We'll do Call the Dentist show anytime you want. How about
yes,
that?
sir. I'm happy to answer questions anytime.
He is Dr. Friend Bechtel, ladies and gentlemen. And now you know the story of Dr. Friendly when you come over the John Hunt Morgan Bridge and see the sign there on the side of Neil Rush's office. And Neil's still there. Bill Faulkner's in there with him now.
Dr. Josh Thomas is there now full-time, too.
Oh, yeah. And I won't forget him, okay? Bring him next time if you want
Absolutely.
to, okay? But no, hey. It's Dr. Friendly Dentistry, and we appreciate you being in here and talking to us. And you can learn more about this guy from Idaho. We'll have him back.
There we go. Love it. Thank you guys for having me.
There you go. Anything else, Trent?
Oh, sir. Great
no more
show.
Text.
Appreciate
I
it.
didn't miss a text. Yeah, it's good.
All good.
Hey, well, it's just getting good around here, folks. That's why you need to keep living with us on the air in Cynthiana.
Thank you, Doug. Today's show has been brought to you by Printed Vinyl for You, Waltz Grocery, Sorrel Home Medical Equipment, Hinton Mills, Cockrell's Auto Center, and Friendly Dental Company.